Hey guys, it's Royal.
And River.
And today we are not in Kansas anymore.
No, we're in Queens.
That's in New York City for all of our non-American folk.
What non-American folk?
Intro music. If you look at our analytics, it definitely says like only like 25% of our viewers are in the U.S.
What?
I know, it's so weird. It's definitely a glitch, but I still think it's funny.
100% of our viewers are in our state.
Oh yeah, 100% of our viewers are within a couple hours of us.
You're right. All right. Yes.
What movie are we talking about?
This is the week that I and many others have been waiting for.
Oh, yes.
Spider-Man Homecoming. The superior Spider-Man. Amazing. I went there. You heard me. You heard me.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. This is like your episode, River.
This is my episode. I own this episode.
You do, in fact. It's like me with the Tangled episode, you know?
Yeah. Dunkirk
and the
Hamilton episode.
And the Hamilton episode. You and Squish kind of like tag teamed it though. It was an interesting situation.
All right.
Honestly,
so
it was just a bunch of
Spider-Man Homecoming. What do you want to talk about first? Because you're the one with the notes.
I am the one with the notes. Can we start talking about Sony?
Sure. Oh, do I have words about Sony? My God.
I have words for Disney, though. So.
I have words for everybody.
Okay, words for everybody's cool. I am A-okay with having, like, a whole, like, MCU situation where all the superheroes are all together and it's all fun and games.
Yes, we love.
However, I am also not very for monopolistic companies. Yeah. So, I am happy with the current partnership, you know? Like, yes. I'm happy with Sony owning the rights to Spider-Man,
yes.
But Disney making movies. What are your thoughts and feelings?
Sony has always had the rights to Spider-Man, so after the first, the first Spider-Man movies were my, like, fave until Spider-Man Homecoming came out, and that was my fave. Oh, but after they filmed The Amazing Spider-Man was when I realized that, honestly, Sony needs to have the Spider-Man rights taken away from it. Like, they just... And, like, the original Spider-Man 3, the one with Tobey Maguire, like, not good.
Oh, my God.
And then they made The Amazing Spider-Man, which was also not good. And then they made Homecoming, which was their big... Yes, that's when I was like, all right, they're doing something right. But then, do you remember when, like, Disney and Sony got into that huge fight and they were going to pull him from the MCU? I was like, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yes, there was
not.
Like 3 days there where Spider-Man wasn't a part of the MCU.
I was livid.
Everybody held their breath. Every single human being held their breath.
I signed so many petitions.
On the change.org, like, 20 hours a day.
Oh my God. So yeah, the current Spider-Man movies are good, but every time they announce, like, a new Spider-Man film, I just hold my breath because, like, it's a hit or a miss.
That's fair. Yeah, it definitely like depends on. Well, it really depends on who is Spider-Man also.
I agree.
Definitely Tom Holland is, I think, well, okay, I have a soft spot for, like, Tobey Maguire because he was, like, he's, like, the first Spider-Man I saw, and he's an entire clown. But I definitely think Tom Holland is, I think, the best Spider-Man. Like, the best Spider-Man.
Because he can do Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, Andrew Garfield is a good Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire, I don't know, people say that he was a good Peter Parker, but I think he looked way too old, and I just can't get over the fact that he looks exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yes, it is terrifying. So, Yeah. What would you rate this movie? I know.
11 out of 10.
Okay. I saw that coming from 7 miles out.
I'm stealthy.
Oh yes. I think I would rate this. What did I rate A Silent Voice?
I don't remember.
What did I
I think it was like, wait, what did you rate a 9.3? Was that Harry Potter?
That was Harry Potter. I think I'm gonna rate Spider-Man Homecoming a 9.5. Because this isn't my favorite movie.
It's my favorite movie.
Absolutely incredible. Actually, there were a couple of points where I'm like, ooh, this could be a little bit faster. Like the pacing was a bit off, but other than that, perfection.
Can we talk about the cast for a second? This cast is golden.
Oh yes.
This cast is golden.
This cast is Zendaya.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, I did not like her in this movie.
Really?
Yeah, the next one, like Spider-Man Far From Home, love her, a queen. But in this, I did not like her.
Really? That's
I don't
so
know why. I just didn't.
She did seem like a bit out of place until the very end, where she's like, "My friends call me MJ." But
and that's when it was like, Mary Jane. But,
Mary Jane, but actually Michelle. Which was an interesting way to do things. Yeah. I respect the writers for mixing up the way that like Spider-Man works a bit. I like that.
Yeah.
In other ways, though, that Spider-Man has been mixed up, they didn't tell an origin story for
you're right.
Old Tom.
Because they sort of did one, but you had to have seen Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Because that's when I almost called him Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark.
That's
when
one.
Tony Stark shows up, and he's like, "Oh well, like that's you, right, with the superpowers?" And Tom's like, "Oh no, like it is me, but like I can't really tell people it's me because like I got sort of like bit by a spider, and it just sort of happened." And
yes, it's kind of interesting though that he's like the only kind of, I guess, Avenger-ish.
Yes, he is technically an Avenger.
Yeah. He's like the only one that like his like secret identity hasn't been like leaked, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts because obviously Tony Stark went off and just told the press.
Yeah. I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. Oh my gosh. And then the press scene at the end of this movie with the engagement ring. You know.
Yes.
With Happy. Like, I've been holding this since 2008. It's like, yes, Happy. You are the greatest of the wingmen. But yeah. Going back to the beginning of the movie, though.
Yes.
I think this movie had a very weak villain motivation. I'm gonna say it right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Mechanical Wingsuit Dude.
Michael Keaton. I don't know how he's allowed to do this movie. Because normally, like, if you have a contract with DC, or if you have ever had a contract with DC, you are not allowed to be in anything that can be like traced back to Marvel. I was like, oh,
you're not even allowed to be in a Disney movie.
I was like, what are you doing here?
It's like, what? He does kind of have like a Batman-esque like situation, you know? He's like doing the weapons and like the tech.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's okay. He's a very mediocre villain. I do like his bit of like redemption at the end though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's in a end credit scene. Where he's like
when dear Peter went to go save him at the end. Aww.
Yes, dear Peter.
I love him.
Also, Peter starts out this movie as a vlogger. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, he does.
He's definitely a bit of oh my gosh, he like goes.
And then he did the backflip. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Then they're like, do a backflip, and he's like, okay. It was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 crowd.
He's amazing.
Crowd pleaser. But yes. Yeah, he was a vlogger. And
yeah, he was.
During Civil War, which I thought was very interesting. Then he's like, oh, Mr. Stark, let me like be an Avenger and crap. And then he's like, oh, and then there's this, then we see the school news for the first time.
Oh God, school news.
It gives me life.
They're so
my
funny.
God.
Why can't our school have something like that? I mean, we do, but it's not as good.
No, it's not as good. Ours, what even
Sucks.
is our school? Oh yeah, we just have
It's
like
just
the
like,
announcement.
yeah, it's
It's
just
been
like,
so long since we've been in school, man.
I know.
Ugh. I'm not excited for the return. But yeah, our school should have a televised news program that we have
Honestly.
like one of like the computer students. They should have me edit it. That's the thing to do. And they should have poorly timed. Thank you, Spider-Man. Just in the middle of the school news every day.
This movie is gold. Don't make fun of it. This movie is gold. All right.
What happened next? Ned comes up to Peter and he's like, dude, I got a Lego Death Star.
And I'm
like, I aspire to have a friendship like that where I can walk up to one of my best friends in the school hallway and ask them if they want to come to my house and build a Lego Death Star.
Okay, wait. We're talking about the bedroom scene, right? When he comes in through the. Okay, no, we're talking about the school scene.
The school scene where he's like, "Come on, let's build a Death Star."
I was gonna talk about the bedroom scene, the one where he crawls in through the window and Ned's just like sitting there.
Yeah, that's in a couple minutes here. And then he says he's like dropped like every single extracurricular you can ever have. Like he was in marching band. Can you imagine ripped, shredded?
I'm in band practice
at like at marching band. Like I cannot. I can
honestly,
physically.
It kind of scares me.
Yeah, like what's Spider-Man doing at marching band? I don't even know.
What instrument did he play?
Probably like percussion. He was probably I don't know. He probably has like a very small. No, he's in the color guard.
Yeah, he is. Oh my gosh, iconic.
Yes, Peter Parker in the color guard. That would be so. Oh my gosh, he and Ned just like do color guard together. That would be beautiful. Yeah. But then when he's like, I dropped like everything. He's not even like on the academic decathlon team or whatever anymore.
Yeah, and then the teacher had to like recruit him, like re-recruit him.
He's like, they're like getting. Oh my gosh! Imagine if somebody from our school did that, where they just like got on the bus with like a team that was supposed to be traveling out of state. Like what would even happen?
They would
probably like call the cops or something and be like, no, bud, you are not legally allowed to be here. You didn't sign the medical release forms. Oh my gosh. He's literally 15. Like, what the heck? You cannot like.
Why do teenagers not look like that?
Gosh, honestly.
Why do they not? I want an explanation.
Where is Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man? No, where's Tom Holland at our school? Where is he?
I don't know. That's all I want.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool if we just had Tom Holland at school with us. Gosh. Yeah, so like what happened next? Yeah, so like web slinging and like saving like petty crime is like his only hobby.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
But honestly, if you were Spider-Man, wouldn't it be your only hobby? I mean,
well,
would you not just want to swing around Queens doing whatever the heck you want?
Yes, but I definitely wouldn't be saving people. I would be like, I just use it for like stupid stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So somebody's like, do a backflip, and then I just do a backflip. Like that's my whole.
For some old lady to bring me churros.
Oh my gosh, yes, get some free churros. That would be right there. Yeah, so web slinging is his only hobby. Oh, and then there's the Stan Lee cameo when he's trying to like save the woman from his own car.
Don't make me come down there, you punk.
Stan Lee. Ugh, he will be missed.
Stop.
We forgot to pay tribute last week to Alan Rickman. And I lose sleep at night because of that. So, Alan, We miss you. We love you. Stanley, we miss you and love you slightly more.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, okay, like Alan Rickman was like cool and stuff, but like Stan freaking Lee.
I cried when Steve Ditko died and nobody knew why. Oh my god.
Wait, why did you cry when Steve Ditko died?
Because he was the co-creator of Spider-Man.
Oh,
it was
that's
Stan
right.
Lee and Steve Ditko.
Steve Ditko, that's right. Yeah, when did he die? I don't even know.
A couple years ago.
Okay. That's kind of sad.
I know.
Ugh. Yeah, maybe we should just get rid of.
Maybe we should just move on from this topic before.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Oh yeah, and then Aunt May and
Oh my gosh, I love her. Queen.
Wait, they don't even. Wait, this is even when they go out to eat. Wait, maybe it is when they go out to eat. They leave the house.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, okay, it is when they go out to eat. And then
he's like, I need a new backpack.
Oh yeah, he's like, I need a new backpack because he keeps on losing them like in the dumpster or whatever behind buildings. But then the waiter starts like hitting on Aunt May, and can we talk about the fact that she is too hot for this movie?
Yeah, you're right.
Straight up, she is way too hot to be Tom Holland. Tom Holland, that's the guy's name. Tom Holland's aunt. Like,
if I were to come back as any person, like after I died, it would be Marissa Tomei. Actually, that's a lie. It would be Nadia Parks. If you know, you know.
I don't know, but it's okay.
You don't?
I know. So Aunt May is too hot.
Yeah.
Peter is very, very good at absolutely destroying suburban Manhattan.
Yeah.
Not Manhattan, suburban New York. Yes. I mean, he kills it out there, literally. Like, he's over there
so hard.
destroying people's sheds and crap. Like, I can't even imagine like people waking up and like, did a Tyrannosaurus Rex come through my backyard?
No, that was Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, glad we cleared that up.
Glad we cleared that up. Ooh, that just reminded me of John Williams, but then that reminded me of the music in this movie. I don't know who the composer is.
Oh,
the music in this movie, there's like this, you know how there's like the Spiderman, and you know like the lady with the violin and like one of the Tobey Maguire ones. Oh, I don't know. She's just like busking or whatever, but she's got like her little violin. She's plucking out like Spider-Man, and she tries to sing along with it, and it's the best thing. But that's like a whole like motif in all of the music. They like do have a very like big orchestrated Spider-Man like motif throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
it's really good. It comes in very nice moments. Very good. I don't know if that made any sense.
When you said music, the only thing that was going through my head was the Blitzkrieg Bop.
Whoa. Okay.
That's the song that plays when he's like swinging around doing like stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna pretend I knew that.
All right. Cool.
And what happened next in this movie? He destroys suburban Manhattan, and then Iron Man comes and saves.
Bedroom scene.
Oh, we skipped the bedroom scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Did you happen to watch Tom's live a couple days ago? It was only like 10 minutes, and half of it was him going, "How do I work this?" But anyway, so
that was him going over that like the book, right? No, wait, that was Tom Felton that did the book. Never mind. Never mind.
No, he was like that was like apparently that was the hardest scene to film in the like entire movie or whatever, because so he had a harness and he was actually on the ceiling, you know.
Oh.
And apparently it took him so long. And then like when he goes down on one hand and then like drops to the floor, you know what part I'm talking about, where he's like hanging from the ceiling with one hand. Apparently that's not his actual hand. It was CGI because he was hanging on to like a bar.
Yeah.
Trying like getting down, and so they had to CG his hand in there. and then apparently like It took them so many tries because Jacob kept dropping the Death Star at the wrong time.
Oh my gosh. That's the most, like, traumatic part of this whole movie, though.
Honestly.
Dropping, he said it was like 3,500 pieces. A Lego set that large. Like,
and
what are you doing?
How many of them did they have on hand? Gosh, if they did it so many times.
They might have been, like, glued together, you know, like in the Lego movie, like the Craggle and stuff.
Yeah.
They might have been,
how would it have exploded on the floor?
They had, like, a separate, like, mess.
Oh.
You know? I don't know. I don't know. I'm clearly not a film director. Or, like, scene person, or I don't know. I don't know movies, guys. I don't know why I'm doing a movie review podcast. I like movies. Yeah. So definitely, that like traumatized me right there. That's, like, interesting though about how they had the CGI his hand in.
Yeah, I was like, that's not your real hand. He was hanging on to some, like, handle on the ceiling.
Can
we talk about the upper body strength for that though, because he, like, genuinely takes so long getting down.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. It's like, it's a whole, like...
It's like a whole moment. And he was just hanging onto that bar with one hand.
Oh my gosh. I don't have that sort of upper body strength. Actually, I don't have any upper body strength. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of my sports are leg sports. Yeah. So.
All right, now we're at Tony. You said something about Tony.
Oh yeah, he like swoops in and saves him after he's, like, drowning in the the river. I think it's the Hudson River.
Even cared to actually be here, and then he just gets out.
He's like, bud, I'm not even here.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he sends, like, a robot suit. What am I even thinking? He sends, like, an empty Iron Man suit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Not a robot suit. Not just any robot suit. It's the Iron Man suit. Base of an Iron Man suit. Like, he's just sending it places, like, to do your errands.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh, sending an Iron Man suit to, like, the grocery store. That's, oh my gosh, if I ever acquire an Iron Man suit, that's what I'm doing with it. I'm using it. If you
ever acquire an Iron Man
suit, what would you do if you ever had an Iron Man suit? Like, a fully functioning, like...
Cry.
For any particular reason other than excitement and pure glee?
No, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Just amazing.
Lots of tears. Gotcha.
Yes.
That's fair. Yeah. That having an Iron Man suit would be very cool. And I could just, like, I could fly places. I have to walk to school, or not. I don't walk to school. What am I even saying? I don't have to use public transportation to get to school. Those are the words that I wasn't looking for, but it's okay.
Okay, I can't remember why he was in the air. Why was he in the air?
Why was who in the air? Why was
Peter
in the air? Oh, Peter. Yeah, he was in there. He was, like, fighting the he, like, broke up one of the, like, this is the first time he, like, broke up a weapons deal. Where, like, there was the guy and he was, like, like, on this was at Liz's party.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was after.
But how did he get in the air? Was Vulture there?
I think Vulture, like, showed up, because if I remember correctly, he shows back up to his, like, little lair place, and he's like, oh, guys, he's, like, screwed everything up, and he was, like, all mean and gruff and stuff. I think that's what happened.
Okay. I couldn't remember why he was in the air, because I remember him falling, and I remember Tony sending his, like, drone to go get him. And then, like, I remember your suit is heated thing, but I could not remember how he got into the air in the first place.
Yeah, he was fighting Vulture.
Okay.
What's up? Yeah, it's pretty neat. What happened next in this movie? After Iron Man comes and, like, gives him a little talking to. Actually, after Iron Man doesn't come and gives him a little talking to. Yeah, I don't know what happens next. Oh, Ned Oh,
Ned.
that's when. Is this when they go to like the academic? That's when they leave for the academic decathlon because they've been tracking him with like one of Spider-Man's like, suit tracky doos. Yeah, so they're tracking him, and then they go to like the academic decathlon thing. Also, how did Ned end up on the team? A little confused.
Because he's intelligent.
Yeah, I get he's like smart and stuff, but I thought he like wasn't on the team. But then like he was just there.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was like
he was just in the same boat as Peter, who just like wanted to show up for no apparent reason.
Yeah, but like everybody else was there, and like Flash was the only oh my gosh, I can't. Oh jeez, Flash. He's
Flash and Far From Home gives me.
Oh my gosh, I can't. They like trying not to give spoilers for that movie, but it's
Flash turns into the vlogger. It's not Peter anymore, it's Flash.
Yes, yeah, but he also almost dies. Like a lot of times. Actually, everybody almost dies a lot of times in Far From Home.
Anyway, so
Ned is a good influence, and let me tell you why. He first of all, he wants to be the guy in the chair, and I can respect. Of
course.
I have respect for the man.
Who wouldn't want to be the guy in the chair?
Oh my gosh, being the guy in the chair. Like
much safer than being the actual guy.
Oh, yes. Oh, jeez. That, yeah.
Flash forward to when Peter gets a whole building dropped on him.
Yes. Like, how is he alive? I mean, I get it, he's Spider-Man, but
I definitely sobbed during that part because I felt so bad for him.
Oh, he's so beaten up, and then he just gets up and he like does more stuff, and I'm like, you should be dead. You should be dead.
And that's on acting, ladies and gentlemen. Where is this man's Oscar?
Oh my gosh, he does need an Oscar. Tom Holland he's so good, like so good.
Perfect.
He's Peter Parker. He literally is Peter Parker.
Just gonna casually turn around and look at my Tom poster. It's the Infinity War poster.
Oh yes, that was a good poster.
Oh my god, he looks so good. Do you remember he saw it for the first time on the Graham Norton show?
What's your favorite movie poster? Like, know of any?
The Devil All the Time.
Oh my gosh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
It looks so good.
It definitely does. This is a topic on the good old bacon and the eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
Oh yes, a couple weeks ago. So shout out to them again. I will shout them out every episode. They're so good. Tyler Carlin and Ethan Edgehill really be coming through out there. But they talked about like their favorite movie posters, and I think mine is not The Devil All the Time. Surprise, surprise.
What? You're crazy.
I think mine is probably definitely How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. You know what that movie poster looks like? Are you looking it up right now?
No.
It kind of looks like
I'm playing Minecraft.
Okay, that's fair. I am also playing Minecraft. But the Hidden World poster, it's gorgeous. It's like all the colors and like there's the dragons and it's great. Hidden World, great movie. How to Train Your Dragon, great movies. Love them a lot. Lots and lots.
That's DreamWorks, right?
Oh yeah.
See, I love Steven Spielberg, but I was just not a DreamWorks person.
No, neither am I. I think I've seen Shrek beginning to end maybe in my life. But that's like their like.
Can our next episode be on Shrek?
No, it cannot be. It has to be in How to Train Your Dragon 1 before we.
No, it's Shrek.
Absolutely
anyway,
not.
Back to the episode. Back to Spider-Man. Back to my life.
Oh, your life.
My life.
Ned. Oh yeah, Ned's a good influence because when they're in the hotel room for the academic decathlon national something or other, they're there and they're like going through the code in the suit and it's like training.
I'm just sick of him treating me like a kid while jumping up and down on the bed. Child.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's like and like all the things, but Ned's like, buddy, I don't think we should like get rid of training wheels. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
right. And then he's like, I don't think we should get rid of the tracker. But little Peter Parker's over here like, yes, I am
him treating me like a kid all the time.
Iron Man.
He's so whiny. It's okay. It's okay.
He's
It's okay, 'cause I love him.
Yeah. The suit, they say there's like 500 something different ways to like shoot webs. And I'm a little confused because how many ways are there to shoot webs?
Okay, but realistically, isn't Tony Stark? That man can do anything he wants.
Oh my gosh, he literally built a time machine.
He's literally amazing.
Oh, he is a whole genius. Oh my
Cut that out. You
Oh my
can't say
gosh, I
that.
figured it out. That's a spoiler. Like the biggest spoiler ever.
What are you doing, Giles?
Watch Endgame, guys. Or no, watch Infinity War first, so then you have context because Endgame makes no sense otherwise. But
Okay, so they're in Washington. They just took the tracker out of Peter's suit. He's going to like a warehouse or something.
yeah, he goes to like the super
No,
secret.
he goes to the gas station.
Ah, yes, and then he goes to the super secret warehouse because there's a bat cave there.
No, does he go to the warehouse? I thought he was fighting Vulture on the train when he got knocked out in the train, and the train went to the warehouse.
The train went to the warehouse. That's right. I thought there was a Batcave moment. Which movie had a Batcave moment? Oh yeah, it was the other Spider-Man movie.
Was it Batman?
No, it wasn't Batman. It might have been Batman. It was Batman also, but it was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where like Aunt May has like a whole she has a Batcave in her shed. So like go into their backyard into the shed, and it's like it's really great.
Okay, yeah. so he's in the warehouse, and that's where we meet Karen.
Oh yes, Karen.
I love Karen. Karen is the only acceptable Karen.
This is the truth. I hope her haircut is not. It's not. I hope it would never become like the Karen haircut. That would be.
Yeah. You know what I think is adorable?
What's adorable?
So everybody knows that Paul Bettany was the voice of Jarvis in the first couple, and then he turned into Vision. Well, Jennifer Connelly is the voice of Kevin. No, it's Karen. Jennifer Connelly is the voice of Karen in Spider-Man, and they're married.
That's very nice. I like that quite a bit. That's so a whole.
Cute. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh, it's a wholesome fun fact. Yeah. So he's in the bunker. He's like practicing. He's like going through all of like the webs and stuff. He's like, Karen, how does this work? Karen, how does that work? Oh my gosh! Karen. Imagine being you're like a virtual assistant, Karen. I can't say the names of them.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, yeah.
my assistant.
Can you say like, can you ask them to call you, like, if you can call them something?
I don't know. The Amazon ones, you can call them Echo or Alexa.
Yeah.
Or Alexis.
Hey. I'll cut it out. Can I call you Karen? Oh no, we can't change its name. That's unfortunate. Which is fine. Because I feel like
my Google is named Phil Spiderman. Like that's the name of it. Like if you want to like cast something to it, it's called Phil Spiderman.
Oh, that's actually really good. I like
it's
that.
It's from Friends.
Oh, I have seen a whole one season of Friends, and I watched it at a sleepover, and so we actually weren't watching it.
That's so good. Okay, so he's in the bunker, not the warehouse. It's not a bunker. It's a warehouse. He's in the warehouse, and he's like, annoying the crap out of Karen, and figuring out all his web settings and stuff. And then he's bored and annoyed because he has anxiety, and he's like, I need to get out of here. So he gets his little calculator doodah out.
Oh my gosh, he just has a calculator on him. Like, what is he even?
Yeah.
How much of an academic decathlon person do you have to be to just have a calculator on?
Apparently, you just need to be Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So he gets his little calculator out, and then they solve the whole, like, exit thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to go. He goes to the decathlon, right?
No, he doesn't go to the decathlon.
No, he goes to the Washington Monument. Is this the Washington Monument part?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Actually, it's very close. Wait. Yeah, actually, this is the Washington Monument part. I lied.
Right, cool.
Yeah. So then the Washington Monument happens. I would be very upset if I just wasn't at, like, a whole national competition for, like, a team. Like, I get it, he's Spider-Man, so how much does he really care? But, like, I think it's a little bit rude. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You good? What? I thought you took it up with you. Yeah, you definitely did. Okay. Where were we? The Washington Monument.
The Washington Monument.
Yeah, I would be, like, a little upset, though, if I, like, just missed, I don't know, even, like, a trivia, like, competition. Actually, I'd be really upset if I missed a trivia competition. If you haven't guessed my Hogwarts house yet, go back to the previous episode, watch that one, and guess my Hogwarts house. Guess her Hogwarts house, too!
Guess
River.
mine.
Maybe next episode we'll reveal them. But...
All right.
Yeah, we'll reveal them at some point in the next episode.
Sometime in the future.
Sometime in the future.
So yeah, they go to the Washington Monument. They're, like, in the Washington Monument, and Peter figures out that what is it called? Their little, like...
Whoa, what are you
bomb.
referring to? The bomb?
Bomb.
Oh, the alien thing.
Atari.
What?
Is it called Atari? I think it
is.
is.
That is a game system.
It's not Atari. What is it? It's something like that.
I will look it up. Internet it? Thank you. Okay,
because it's the same name as the, like, flying things in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, I know that. But, like, I feel like Atari is way too much of just a basic.
Yeah, it's literally like a video game system, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, the Atari. That's a thing. It's like an old one. How old can video game systems be, though? Like, it can't be older than 50. You know? Wait, when was 50 years ago? Was 50 years ago 1970?
According to the Marvel Cinematic Universe fandom, it's Shatari.
Oh, Shatari! There we go. Yeah.
I was close!
You were very close. You were close with Atari. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So there was the Atari.
So they figure out that it's in Ned's backpack.
Ned's backpack, and then all the bad things happen.
The Washington Monument gets, like, blown up.
Gosh, that would be.
And then we have to save Liz.
Oh gosh, Liz!
She annoyed me.
I can understand your annoyance. It's okay though, because then the next movie it's all better.
Yes.
Well, mostly better. It's okay. But then that happens, and then Liz is all, or no, not Liz. Liz's dad, aka the Vulture, is all like, he's like, well, where were you, like, during the Washington Monument? And he's like, I hope you were okay and stuff. It was really rough. And then Liz is like, well, you weren't even there, were you? Like, way to blow her cover.
That's
yeah,
the homecoming. I feel like we missed a lot, didn't we?
We definitely did. I kind of, like, skipped, like, 8 years ahead. Okay, we back.
All right, we're back.
Okay, sorry. That was, like, okay.
All right, we were talking about...
We were talking about...
we were trying to figure out what's in the middle of the Washington Monument explosion and the homecoming.
That's right. Wait, I think between them...
They go
Isn't
back.
that the Staten Island Ferry? Is that what happens?
Is it?
I
think it might be because they go back and Peter has like detention for some reason. I think it's because like he left the school trip, and so he's in detention with MJ, and he goes to the bathroom, and that's when he asks Liz to the homecoming. But I feel like that's after Tony took his suit away.
That's not when he asks Liz to the homecoming.
It's not?
No, because he walks out of detention right after he loses the Stark internship.
What?
Yeah, no, he walks out of detention the one time, and then he's not even, like, he was, like, going to, like, the bathroom or something, because he had this giant freaking hall pass in his hand.
That's what I said. He was going to detention. He was going to the bathroom during detention, wasn't he?
Oh, maybe. That could be.
And that's when he found Liz, who,
why
was she there?
I
think she was, like,
the Staten Island ferry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was all depresso because Tony took his suit away.
Yes.
So yeah, Staten Island ferry. Let's talk about it. Staten Island
ferry. What happened in the Staten Island ferry? It's a freaking epic. A really epic. Together. Yeah, it's just an epic fight scene, you know, and it's even
amazing.
It's not even like a full fight scene because it's really just Peter going around and like
doing what he
flinging
does.
Some webs. Yeah. Yes, doing in fact what he does.
So he gets on the ferry, and then he realizes that there's like a weapons exchange going down. So he goes down to like where all the cars are.
Don't you think it would have been nice if Iron Man like told him that he had FBI agents in place?
Yeah.
So he didn't worry about it, cause like
yeah,
I feel like you know Parker even a little bit, you should know like he wants to get involved.
He does.
He wants so badly. Like couldn't you just give him like a little piece of like a little bit of peace of mind right there and just told it heads up would have been great. That like the FBI was there and he didn't need to worry about it. But no.
Tony's complicated. He can't do that.
He is complicated. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, and then we have the. What is he said something to him, that like witty Tony thing when he shows up. What does he say? I can't remember what he says.
Well, he ignores him for a little while.
Yeah.
Wait, before this, when Vulture's like deciding on like the weapons trades, like what they're gonna do. We're back to Vulture for a moment.
All right.
And then cool. the dude's like, I want to make like your high altitude vacuum thingy-majiggy.
Yeah, high altitude vacuum seal.
Yep, that's the one. I love that guy so much because he's not even that evil. He's just like, I want to build cool stuff with alien tech. But yeah, so, Vulture says something like, he thinks he can tear down everything I built. Like, buddy, 8 years? That's like a little bit of time, but that's not like you ain't no Bill Gates, you know?
Yeah.
You're not anything. This 8 years isn't that long. Did you know that Bill Gates Sr. died the other day?
No.
Yeah, he did.
That's so sad.
It is pretty sad, but Bill Gates, like Bill and Melinda
Gates is still. Well,
he's still alive and thriving.
As he should be.
As he should be, philanthropying or whatever.
Okay, and then Tony shows up and he has to save the day because Peter doesn't know what he's doing. Shocker.
And then they give him a dumpster T-shirt. Gives him a dumpster T-shirt.
Yeah, but no, you missed it. It's if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Oh my gosh, I was like, he's a teenager. He's 15 years old. Wait,
You can't say that to a 15-year-old.
Oh my gosh, their self-esteem would be crushed.
And it is. That's why he's all depresso.
He's all depressed.
With his I Love Queens shirt or whatever. And his Hello Kitty pants.
Like Live, Love, New York or whatever. I don't know.
And the Hello Kitty pants.
Doesn't he have like a pair of like Hello Kitty pajamas in real life or something? Yeah.
He has Spiderman pajamas.
He's
a Spider-Man toothbrush.
I love it. Like one of the
interview once.
Like one of like the little kid ones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Okay, so
can character
no, if you're
toothbrushes.
nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. And then he goes back and he's like crying to Aunt May, and Aunt May tells him that he thinks they need to take a shower. You know, teenage boys.
Gosh, literally. Yeah. But then he's like, oh, man, I lost the Stark internship. But like
poor
the only other person he tells is like Ned.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's like,
then he tries to get his life back together, like normally.
Yeah, like
and then
Spider-Man.
But then then something happens and he goes all like, yeah, because that's when he asks Liz to the dance when he's trying to get his life back together.
Right.
And then
he's like, chill.
And then he goes over to her house to, you know, like
take her to homecoming.
And good old Adrian Toomes is there waiting for him.
He
gives him the talk in the car. He's like, does she know? And he's like, does she know what? And he's like, does she know you're Spider-Man? But like he didn't actually say that, did he? He just like implied it.
Yeah, he did. He just implied it, but he had a gun the whole time. There's like a whole bit. He has like a gun in his hand.
And then our genius baby left his phone in the car so Ned could track it. A power move.
Literal, the best power move. The best power move.
And that's when we got the greatest line in this movie. Why are you in here? There's a dance going on. I'm watching porn.
Oh, not. There's so many different things they could have done.
Like, it was amazing.
Math games, for all I know.
Cool.
For all I care.
He could have been playing Minecraft.
Bio. I don't freaking know. But that's what they decided to go with?
Yes.
They might have been like, what's the game with the worms that everybody played in like 2016?
It was like, what was it?
Not Worm.io. Slither!
Slither!
Could have been like...
No, he was watching porn. So, and then Peter steals Flash's car, and he's like driving all around, and that's when he gets to the building when Toomes is in the building, and he's like,
he just has a single desk.
Yeah, with a single desk, which is the creepiest thing ever. And then his suit goes all like, woo, 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 and it like completely knocks down the building or whatever on top of him.
Yeah, on top of good old
Pedro.
Good old Pedro.
Pedro.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was.
And then that's when he's like, come on, Spider-Man. And then he gets up and it's amazing. And he goes
but first he has a whole panic attack because he has anxiety.
Yeah, we knew he has anxiety. He is the poster child for Gen Z. This man is our generation.
Our generation. Oh my gosh. No, well, I mean, 99% of our generation is not as hot as Tom Holland.
Yeah, you're right.
So I guess not really, but yeah.
I think he is a Gen Z. I think technically he is.
I don't think he's a millennial, though.
I don't think he's a millennial.
Wait, how old are millennials now?
Older than 24.
Oh, really? No?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Okay, I can look it up. But
yeah, please look it up.
What happens after he gets crushed by the building and has his anxiety attack?
Well, no, that's a panic attack because an anxiety attack doesn't have a reason, but the panic attack definitely has a reason because he's being crushed by the building. But yeah, he has the panic attack and he's like, I am Spider-Man or I am Iron Man or whatever he says it, and then he gets up and he literally picks up an entire piece of building. Like, okay, muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. And after that...
Okay, if you were born between 1980 and 1994, you're a millennial.
Wait, okay, maths?
He was born in 1996.
Yeah. Okay,
June 1st.
It's just barely not a millennial.
He's a Gen Z. All right.
Z. Oh gosh, poor.
We claim him. Anyway, so yeah, and he lifts the building off of him, and then he goes to the plane because Tony's moving out of Stark Tower to...
Well, no. Happy's moving out of Stark
Happy's
Tower.
moving because Tony's a diva and can't move himself.
He's so bougie. He's literally in India sending his robot, his like, $1 billion robot suit to go talk to some teenager in Queens.
He's amazing. So, okay, so Happy is moving. Okay.
Hold on. We skipped a couple notes. We skipped a couple things. May is a very perceptive mom figure. So that's pretty.
Yes, we stand.
We stand. That Ned and Peter eat lunch in the band room. I don't know if that sounds familiar.
It does. It does.
It's royal, and I eat in the band room at my school, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that was kind of funny, and he brought his whole Death Star to school.
Yeah.
He's gonna destroy my Death Star. What have you been doing? Oh my gosh. But yeah, then.
So Happy's moving Tony out of Stark Tower into
yes.
the upstate Avengers facility, new one.
Yeah,
the
cool,
new one.
Cool one.
And how does he figure out that Vulture is gonna attack the plane?
How does Tom or how does Happy?
Yeah, does Peter figure it out?
What we've called him like 7 different things this episode.
You're right.
Baby, Tom, Peter.
Okay, so whatever his name is, how does he figure out that?
Yeah, because he says like I gotta catch a flight in like 9 minutes. Then we cut to a scene where it's like Happy's like 8 minutes till takeoff.
Oh yeah.
Then he said like something about
Wait, I think Ned figures it out, doesn't he?
No, Ned doesn't figure it out. No, because Happy told Peter age ago like moving days, this day or whatever.
Yeah.
But then. Oh yeah,
and then he goes, it's moving day. It's moving day.
It's moving day.
Exactly in that voice.
Yes, definitely.
He's a child.
He is in fact a child. But oh my gosh, I am losing my voice. LaCroix is back to save it. What happens after this?
So then Vulture uses his high altitude vacuum seal.
Yes, because the guy finally got to make
to get on the Stark plane.
Yes, to get onto good old Stark plane, whatever it was. Yeah.
And then he's in there looking at all the cool Avengers gear, and Peter shows up and he's like, and then they have a whole fight, and he's like, I'm fighting my girlfriend's dad on the side of a plane.
Yeah.
And then the plane crashes.
And
they're on the beach.
And everything's on fire.
And there's that whole moment in the beginning where I thought my version of it was broken and I couldn't hear anything, but then I realized that was on purpose.
Oh yeah. Well, I had that happen to me actually in a theater. I was watching Captain Marvel. That's what movie I was seeing. And the audio cut out for like a whole minute. And everybody in the theater was so confused and we're like, oh, maybe it's probably just part of the movie because they were in like a battle scene or whatever. But plot twist, no, the theater was just broken. So that was less exciting than this.
So he's all like, I can't hear anything, and then Vulture comes and like knocks him out again, and that's when his hearing comes back.
Yeah, and he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta go like still save the day and crap.
And then he gets the living crap beat out of him.
Yes, he does. I don't know how he's...
My baby. It happens to him a lot.
Whoa, we got everything so out of order here. Hold up.
Why?
There's, he gets the homecoming date.
Yeah.
And then
he leaves.
Then we learn that the Vulture's the Liz's dad.
Yeah.
And then I wrote here, Bud, pull yourself together. Probably directed at Peter Parker.
Peter.
In the car.
Oh yeah, because they have that whole moment outside the back of the school with what's his superhero name? Like Shocker or something?
I don't know, but with the buses, yeah.
Yeah, with the